everybody, Daniel Martin here, Marketing Manager for BSS Macropaver. Today I'm going to show you how to use our brand new sliding Pugmill for our Macropaver 12EX. So first things first, on our new machine we have this shuttle valve now that actually controls whether you can be in mix mode or slide out mode. So safety is paramount though, and this comes with a lockout tagout key. So before you ever get started, you're going to remove the lockout key, simply move this over, push this cylinder up, which will be into the slide out mode. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to put our lockout tag out back on. We want to make sure we're being as safe as possible, and maybe I can get it back on there. Now, once we go to operate this, the valve that normally controls our Pugmill forward and reverse is actually going to be our Pugmill slide out now. So we're going to hop up here real quick. And before we can slide out our Pugmill, we have to raise our box lift, of course. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. And then the next step before we can actually slide out the Pugmill, we want to remove our diverter chains here on either side. Now on either side there's also a safety bolt here. For the purposes of this video, I've actually go ahead and loosened those already so I can just pop them out. But those are a simple 9/16, take them off on both sides. Now the Pugmill is ready to be moved out. So I'll go ahead and set those there. I'll jump back up here. And now that same valve that I talked about that we use for our Pugmill forward and reverse is now going to be our slide out function. So if I go ahead and use the forward, or use the reverse, whoa, I'm going to slide out the Pugmill. Mind the speed, it will come out of there pretty quick. And it does come out quite fast too, so you want to make sure you're, like I said, minding your speed. You'll feel when it stops, you want to put it back into the neutral position then. Now, before you conduct any type of work on this machine though, it's very, very important that we keep safety paramount. So we have our our valve locked out again in the slide out mode, but we don't want anybody to accidentally be able to trip this or move it while we're working on it. So the next thing, standard operating procedure should be that you have the keys on you when you're working on the Pugmill.